Hello drivers! How many mistakes have you done in your past? How many times did you play them in your head? Do you have a habit to do so over and over again? Why don't you want to stop? What is this giving you? How could you end it? And why? Wanna learn more? Let's check this together. What is that thing that is chasing you? Are you one of those people that whenever they make mistake, or you make mistake, even the silly one, like saying goodbye instead of good afternoon, you will play this in your head again and again, thinking, why you've done this? How did this happen? Why have you allowed yourself to say, do this or that? How could you do this? And so on and so forth. This kind of going over some mistakes is at least very tiring, isn't it? Life has a funny way of circling in on you. We all make mistakes, unless you are born perfect. Are you though? Some of your best moments and memories were created with others, and some of your worst moments and memories were also coming from those same people. We've all failed, been hurt, left behind, loved and lost. But it's all made us who we are today, not just as individuals, but as a part of society. And yet, a lot of us have that kind of habit implanted in us to hold on to the mistake we've made or to the flaw we see in ourselves and just munch on them, as if by constantly thinking about them you could change your past. Sure, it is good to be aware of things that you could improve and to actually work on them to transform and become a better version of yourself. However, what will give you just replaying them in your head over and over, thinking about them all the time? Why are you doing this to yourself? Why do you torture yourself with this? Looking at every detail, every little gesture, word, thinking that you haven't meant this, that you actually shouldn't do or say this or that, or perhaps that you could play things differently. Yes, there might be many scenarios to each situation. Surely there are. And maybe in some other multiverse, your other version followed one of them. You most likely never find out. However, again, you choose this kind of action. That is all what matters at this time. Even if you might not be fully happy now with what you did or with the outcome of your action. It happened. So why do you get down on yourself? Why are you harsh on yourself, sitting and telling yourself that you fail, you are a loser? Why not think about what can you do now? Why not be proactive in making the changes necessary to achieve smoother resolution and move on with your life? Dealing with the past is never easy, but when you keep constantly thinking about your mistakes, then it becomes downright toxic to your emotional well-being. It makes you stuck in place and keeps you from moving forward. Is it holding to this make you feel good? Is it in any way rewarding for you? Is it improving your situation, your well-being? So why do you do this kind of harmful thing to yourself? Would you like to stop? How can you release yourself from this kind of thinking? First of all, you can ask yourself, would I punish a little child which just started to walk, learn to walk, for that she or he failed? Actually, do you remember what was taught to you when you started to learn to walk and fail? Wasn't that something like, come on, you can do it, you fail, that's okay, get up and come on, try again? Is this situation much different? Why do you actually do the opposite to yourself? What kind of benefit do you have doing that? When you honestly answer those questions, you might find that there's nothing beneficial in it, nothing that you would like to continue to do. So now, do you want to stop doing this? Remember, you are only a human. So other questions you might ask yourself are, can you revert what had happened? Can you go back in time and do the things differently? I assume your answer is no. Then, can you forgive yourself for those failures, flaws, or mistakes? Can you focus on here and now? What can you do today to make things better? What are your goals for the future? Know this, when you focus on the present and the future, you are less likely to dwell on the past. We all have problems, some more than others, but that doesn't mean anything. Every person is important and we're all working towards something greater. So it's time to stop blaming yourself and start taking control of the situation. Show yourself a little favor once in a while. It's important to be kind and understanding to yourself and others. Give yourself a little more credit and freedom to make this kind of mistakes, to be silly, to fail. Do them, learn from them, adjust your actions and live your life. Whatever your past, you can build the future you've always wanted. Shortly, we discover here what past events might chase you. Also, we talk about why you allow them to do so and you still want to be this way. In case you would like to stop, we learn a few tricks you might find useful. It is now up to you. What will you do with that knowledge? If you would like to get support to find a solution to your struggles, drop me a message and let's have a chat to see how can I help you. I would greatly appreciate also if you would share in the comments with me and others what interesting and positive you found in this material. More of that kind of similar topics can be found on the links below or up, depends where you watch this. Blessings upon you, my friend.